warm-up. She was having trouble with it. That is actually a part that is usually in the middle part of her routine.
Did she water it down?
Not really watered it down. She took out the mount, and that's all. She's going to do everything else. Beautiful flyaway hat. I believe she's taken out her reverse hecht. So yes, she has watered down. Free up to handstand, giant. Oh, half in, half out. But she jazzed up the dismount. It's a very difficult dismount.
And this was a young lady who fell off at the American Cup on the uneven parallel bars and decided, I guess, to play it safe.
I think she made the wise choice. It was on the mount that she fell at the American Cup. It cost her the all-around.
Let's welcome once again Igor Korobchinski.
Stalled her to handstand. That beautiful release move. It's way up in the air.
This is her partner now, Igor Korobchinski. He is on the still.
What age? You know, it just depends. It absolutely depends on the individual, what sort of growth spurts they grow through. I would say the average age might be in the lower mid-20s, and that's where you might see them reaching their peak. But a lot of the best Soviets are very, very young. That's a beautiful double layout.
And that was Korobchinski by Itova on the uneven parallel bars.
What's really amazing about this routine is that she was able to change it at the last minute and still come through with a solid performance.
Well, the score for the Soviet Union on the uneven parallel bars was 9.9. We are still waiting for their still rings figure, but that certainly puts the pressure on Phoebe Mills, who was also elected to compete on the uneven parallel bars. Now, coming into this round, Phoebe Mills and her partner Kevin Davis from the USA were tied with the pair from the Soviet Union. And the young lady from the Soviet Union just received a 9.90. You are looking now at Bella Caroli, the coach of Phoebe Mills. One more note that we should add is Christy Phillips is no longer coached by Bella Caroli. She has now moved out to the SCATS program and is coached by Olympic coach Don Peters. So Bella Caroli is focusing all of his attention now on Phoebe Mills, and that attention is paying off. Phoebe Mills just won the American Cup, the all-around title, and she's doing quite well in this event.
As
Kathy?
you said, Leandra, she did win the American Cup, and she did it with near-perfect routines on all 4 events.
This is the year to be hot. 19.60 is the total for this team from the Soviet Union.
This is Phoebe's favorite event. I think you'll be able to see why. She does it quite easily. She's got 2 release moves. There's her first reverse hecht. She casts right up to handstand. Now watch how she catches with mixed grip. Back somersault down to the low bar. Not only are her big skills good, but even the connection moves are very unique. Giant full pirouette right into a double tuck flyaway.
Is it a 9-9? That is the question.
I think I would give it a 9-9. We'll see what the judges do, but I think it's very comparable to the Soviet gymnast routine. In fact, it was cleaner.
Now we move across the arena to the still rings, rather the parallel bars.
Not any breaks in this routine, except right here, slight little hop, and that's all.
Bronze medalist on this event. Ladies and gentlemen, at the
Phoebe Mills very happy with her performance as we move now to the parallel bars for her partner's performance, Kevin Davis.
Wait and see. I don't have my judging card yet, so no, there it is. Double back dismount, little hop. I think it's comparable to the Soviets' ring routine. He had a good score at the American Cup, scored a 9.8 on that routine.
Again, they came into this round tied for second with the Soviet Union. The Soviet gymnast, the female, received a 9.9 for her uneven parallel bars. Phoebe Mills received a 9.875. So they're 0.025 off just on the women's side of the competition, but let's see if Kevin Davis made up the slack. Their combined total should be 19.6 if they're to keep pace with the Soviet Union. And his score, 19.675. So right now, they have overtaken second place. We'll be back with more second standings with 2 pairs yet to compete. The United States is on top with Davis and Mills 39.275, but hot on their heels, the Soviet Union 39.2. Needless to say, this meet isn't over. This third round is going to mean a lot. Only the top 3 pairs will advance, and right now in the third slot is the German Democratic Republic. Right now, let's take a look at Romania's Gabriela Potorac.
Good handstand positions here. Excellent line. Full pirouette over the top. Another full and a half to a front. Very nice move. She keeps excellent form throughout the routine. Another full pirouette over the top, right into a double tuck flyaway and a good landing. Nice, solid routine.
The team from Romania was in 4th after the first rotation, and they're trying to break into the top 3.
This is her dismount. She does a full pirouette over the top. She does this quite well. Right into a double tuck flyaway and a perfect landing.
And now on floor, her teammate, Marios Toba.
Now, Marios Toba won the American Cup just 48 hours ago. Very, very powerful gymnast. Rarely does a Romanian male outperform the Romanian female.
Right.
That was a real big stumble, though. He did a double back flip into a punch front, and he just totally set down. That'll be a major deduction.
He might be saved. They've just flashed the score for his teammate. She received a 9.9.
A little flare work and a little breakdancing trick, right to splits. Very, very flexible. Oh, that is a major deduction, though, on that double back punch front. There's a flange, press to a handstand. Now, he should have held that handstand as well. He should hold it for a minimum of 2 seconds.
He needs a 9.525 to tie for 3rd. In other words, to advance to the final round.
Well, he may have a chance, but it just depends on how much the judges choose to deduct on that little mistake he made earlier, or that big mistake. Very powerful gymnast.
If he gets 9.6 or better, they're in. 9.525 or better, actually, they're in.
Now, his second pass is a round-off back handspring double back flip, and he tries to do a punch front flip right out of it. But he just doesn't quite get on his toes right. Just does basically a forward roll. Now, he can maybe cover up a little bit. You'll see his dismount. Front flip walkout, round-off back handspring, layout with a double twist into an immediate punch front. This is what he wanted to do out of that double back. Now, some judges will rationalize and say, oh, he just did a punch forward roll out of it. Others might say, no, we know what he meant to do, and it was a big mistake. So you just don't know where they're going to go on this.
She did her part, getting a 9.90. They were in 4th after the first rotation. The team they want to beat has a combined total of 38.95. That's the German Democratic Republic. I don't know, he's patting her on the back. She should be patting him on the back.
You should be asking him how his ankles feel.
I think you're right, Peter. That second pass did not look like it felt good.
Peter, while we've got this pause here, what happened to the Japanese men? They used to be so dominant in this sport, and they're not even in this round.
Well, I think one of the reasons why they're not in this round or advancing on is because also the Japanese women don't perform necessarily very well, so that won't help them to move him up into the next round. But the Japanese male gymnasts dominated the sport for 20 years, and really, I don't think they just kept up with the trends that were being set in their sport. A lot of innovative skills being done, more creativity, and I think they got a little bit stale. Now, I'm not knocking them down. They're great gymnasts. They still consistently perform well in international competition. But right now, they're not in the top 3 in the world.
You heard the score, 9.60. According to our math, that will advance them into the next round. So they will be seen again, the Romanians, getting into the next round unless the Bulgarians do something awesome. This is Diana Dudova. Diana Dudova is competing obviously on the balance beam. She is 5 feet 1 1/2 tall, 19 years of age.
She was actually sixth on this event at the World Championships, and her team placed 5th. Now that, I believe, was going to be a pass. She's usually done 2 back handsprings into a layout step out. She's going to repeat the skill. She
Deduction
really
for
has
that?
no choice. Back handspring, layout step out.
She's got to do it for the difficulty.
She needs it for the difficulty.
That's a darned if you do, darned if you don't. Traditionally in the sport, you are supposed to carry